Now, my case isn't as black and white as I always say it is, or not that I always say it is, as much as a headline would make it seem, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was a ne'er-do-well prior to my incarceration. I was known for drugs and drinking and, I dropped out of high school, et cetera, et cetera. And another thing that I was interested in at the time was violent rap. I was listening to a lot of Tyler, the Creator, before I got locked up, and I grew up listening to Eminem, and I had my hands in that at the time. And so part of my little fun was I would write these violent raps when I was in jail to entertain myself. Once again, I was just showing, I was green as summer grass because a contact pedophile in the county jail heard that I was rapping and sent the feds after my notebooks, got a time cut so they could use these notebooks as evidence against me. So I had to defend these raps that I wrote in front of these 70-year-old men and a courtroom full of people in my town.
Can you say any lyrics to the raps that you had to defend?
I can, but I would like to disclaim that I was 19. I was very, very sarcastic. I'm still a pretty sarcastic guy, but
or
no, I'm clear enough. I'd probably just get off the beat anyways. But I will say that it was a joke. This is the line that they quoted, okay? But this is a joke.
I can't wait for this.
It was about my situation. I was in jail for making fun of Columbine or whatever, okay? Well, in this song, it was supposed to be a joke back and forth between me and a therapist, but the FBI got involved and it makes it sound a lot worse. But, okay, so it starts off and the therapist is talking about my dreams, and please remember that I'm joking again.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Here they come. They're going to kick my door, and I've done so much since I got out. Don't let me fall. All right, here we go. So the stupid voice would be the therapist. Okay. I think we're getting closer to the root of these things. So tell me, Josh, exactly what do you see in your dreams? Well, once I dreamed that Dylan Klebold from Columbine gave me his Tech 9 and pointed me up to the front line. How did you respond? Did you drop the gun? No, I kicked the fucking doors down and sprayed everyone. But then the cops had to come, and so I started to run and killed a couple till I ran out of ammo and screamed, done. And then there's a little bit more, and then I had a section about how sad I was.
Dude, those are sick lines.
And they didn't like that?
They didn't find that humorous at all. They did not appreciate the rhyme scheme in the slightest. They did not find that witty or intelligent. They found it to be serious.
I think maybe the problem was you allowed that to be read by a prosecutor, when if you had rapped in open court, I truly believe you would have spent the rest of your fucking life in prison.
Yeah, definitely. Luckily, the prosecutor read it, so it didn't sound as bad as when I rhyme and make it gleeful. They didn't refer to them as raps. They referred to those as personal notes and drawings, is what they said. They would not call them lyrics. They wouldn't call them anything other than personal notes, is what they referred to. They
called them mini manifestos.
Yeah, that was kind of the implication, was that I had basically written down everything I intended to do when it was clear the whole song was a joke. And I had another section that they intentionally misread in the same song where I was actually lamenting gun violence, ironically. I said, last month, some dude named Adam up in Newtown tore the wings from 20 angels and they crashed to the ground. And he read that part and he goes, now that was Mr. Adam Lanza in Newtown, right? Because I was in jail when that happened. And I said, yes. And he said, so you were just laughing at this. You're laughing about Mr. Adam Lanza killing these children. I said, the very next sentence says humanity is beautiful and strong, but at the same time, we're fucking. I go on an anti-gun rant about how I wish that people would stop hurting each other. And that it's crazy that shit's still happening. They did not read that. They completely ignored that. In that therapy song that I was just rapping, there was a line. First off, when they first confiscated my shit, they highlighted the offensive parts, photocopied it for evidence, and sent it back to me. They must have run out of highlighters. Because when they gave me back the stack of paper, like legit, the whole first 14 pages were just covered in highlighter. And then I guess they just gave up because after that, it was equally bad. But in the therapy one, I made a joke about how my mom is openly married to a woman. And I said in there that what did I say? On a whim, I'm liable to hit a bitch in the chin. Not bitches like females. I never hurt them. My mom seems to have a preference for women over men. So that part where I said I don't hit women was not highlighted. The part where I said my mom's married to a woman was highlighted as offensive. Literally everything on the whole page except for I don't hit women was highlighted. Let me just say that effectively is highlighting that one sentence. If you highlight everything but that, it's pretty much highlighting
It's essentially deleting that one sentence and leaving everything else behind.
Yes, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
That's absurd.
That must have been a really fun trial to watch if you weren't about to go to prison. If like to be a fly on the wall there, that would have been fun to watch. Like
my friends laughed at the Columbine line.
TV.
I had friends in the courtroom and they laughed at the Columbine line.
No.
I don't think that helped my case.
Oh no. Oh,
yeah, you brought
They thought the rap was funny, and they were probably trying to help me. I mean, I didn't specifically bring anybody. I'd been in jail for 17 months. I didn't make bonds. So, I mean, who showed up, you know, and my friends were there to support me, and they thought it'd be a good idea to laugh openly at that line. And I was like, look, I know that I wrote it to be funny, but now it's not the fucking time for us to be laughing at this. Wasn't the time for me to be writing about it, to be fair. And they actually, that shows you the Fed's priorities. They had no evidence on me suggesting that I was actually going to do it. And so they gave a pedophile a time cut to get raps that I wrote. Completely fictional raps.
That is wild.
Like bullshit that the pedophile's the winner in this thing. And
he was a contact child molester
player is the guy that we're focused on.
Yeah, what are the Feds doing? That guy like raped a kid. And he got like a year off or something to sell you down the river.
Probably more than a year. He probably got a 50%.
You know, here we are talking about how cases can be nuanced, right? How you don't always hear the full story, and yet we're railing against this pedophile. We don't know